Kyle Lewis was blackmailing us.
Blackmailing you? What about?
Chloe. Kyle has proof that she's not Jessica's daughter.
Oh, Natalie, come on.
Of course Chloe's Jesse's daughter.
Guys, seriously, do you think that I would be telling you this if it weren't true?
We didn't want Jessica to know the truth. We didn't think she could handle it.
What truth?
What are you two trying to say?
Jessica's baby died at birth. Chloe isn't Jessica's.
Really? Jessica's baby did not die at birth.
Of course, we were there. At Nash's cottage, we found Jessie shortly after she had given birth to Chloe.
Look, we're trying to explain. That baby...
What, is not Chloe? It doesn't make any sense.
What baby is it then that's missing?
Look, I don't know what you two believe. But as Clint said, we were there at the cottage. Right after she gave birth, we saw them. Granted, it's a miracle the child survived at all, given the fact that Jessie was all alone when she gave birth, but...
Look, Chloe was beautiful. I mean, she was healthy and strong. I held her in my arms, so did Vicky. And later on, the hospital gave her a clean bill of health.
Yeah, come on, you guys have got to be a little more clear about what you're saying.
We're trying, Dad. This is hard.
All right, you know what? Let's back up. Why would you believe this?
All right, look. Okay, the baby that you and Dad saw and held at the cottage, that wasn't Jessica's. The baby that's been living in this house all this time is not Jessica's, and the baby that is missing tonight is not Jessica's.
How is that possible?
Tess was the one who gave birth, not Jessica.
Well, Tess also gave birth to Bree. That doesn't change anything. Jessie's still her mother.
Right, but she remembers giving birth to Bree. She doesn't remember anything about what happened the night Chloe was born.
But darling, she only has some gaps in her memory.
Yeah,
that doesn't...
She's still Chloe's mom.
She doesn't know, or doesn't remember, what Jared and I found out.
Her baby died. She was most likely stillborn.
How can that be?
That's when Bess came out. That's why she came out. I mean, you guys were racking your brains trying to figure out what was so terrible that could have happened to make an altar like that come out into the open. Well, this is it. Her last connection to Nash, her child, gone. And you know better than anyone, Mom, that Bess is a protector and a fixer, and she made sure that Jessica didn't have to deal with the pain of losing her child after losing Nash.
Go on.
If all this is true, how did Bess make everything all right?
She went to the hospital, and she took Jessica's newborn and traded it for a baby that was alive.
How do you know this baby isn't Jessica's?
Well, first we found a hospital parking garage ticket in Jessica's car from the night Chloe was born.
Yeah, I mean, we had to wonder why would Jessica go to the hospital and then not stay to have the baby.
So we got a hold of the hospital's security tapes.
What do you mean, got hold of them?
Well, we knew something was up, so I got Rex to help us and looked on the tapes and...
You saw Bess.
Yeah, she had the glasses, hair in the ponytail, pulled back. It was her, Mom. We saw Bess enter the building with a bundle wrapped tightly. Half an hour later, we saw Bess leaving the hospital carrying a baby, clearly visible and very much alive. Bess went back to the cottage, let Jess out just in time for you guys to arrive and find her there, and Chloe.
Has to be another explanation, because every time I look at that baby, I see Vicky in her eyes, in her smile. There's no way that Chloe is not our grandchild.
Clint, I really don't think that Natalie and Jared would be telling us this if they weren't absolutely certain.
Are you sure? You're sure?
Look, like Vicky said, this is the last thing we've ever wanted to have to tell you guys.
You know, it's all speculation, hearsay. Do you have any proof?
We got a DNA test, Clint.
So what?
Clint.
We all know those tests can be mistaken. Mistakes in DNA tests put this family through hell with the David Vickers fiasco.
Dad, listen, we don't want this to be true any more than you
And these
do.
lab technicians, they make mistakes. They can be bribed. You just can't be sure.
Well, the lab guy that we went to assured us that he ran the test over and over.
Guy, is this the lab guy that you think kidnapped Chloe and was blackmailing you?
Dad, we're positive. Okay, I'm sorry.
If this is true, if it's true, what would this do to Jessica?
I can't even imagine. I should have realized something was wrong.
Vicky, nobody could have predicted this.
No, that's not what I mean. I talked to Beth, and she kept telling me to back off. Back off, Vicky, she said. I should have realized that she was hiding something big. God, I should have pushed so much harder.
If you would have, she might have snapped.
Oh, my God. My poor baby Jessie.
Now, I'm trying to understand this. Bess thought that she was doing the right thing by finding a baby for Jessica?
No. With Bess, there's no such thing as right and wrong. There's only a positive or a negative outcome for Jessica, which means she will do anything as long as it is good for Jessica, including going so far as to switching a dead baby with someone else's child. God.
You know, if a baby was missing, wouldn't it have been all over the news? And that's why I still don't believe this.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Star's baby was born that night.
Natalie, is that the rest of it? That Chloe is Star's baby? The baby everybody thought had died?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but it is.
You're sure?
We got a test to prove that, too.
How in God's name are we going to tell Jessica?
We were hoping we would never have to.
What do you mean?
Well, Jared and I, we agonized over the decision, but we decided that it would be best not to tell Jessica because she wouldn't be able to handle the truth.
You decided. The two of you did, huh? Without a word to Vicky or to me?
Wait a minute, how long have you known this?
I'm sorry, okay? We were trying to protect Jessica, I swear. We thought we were doing the right thing.
We didn't want Jessica to suffer.
Jessica has a serious medical condition. Did you ever consider what all of this means?
Yeah, it means that she's not integrated, but she seems stable, so we...
Natalie, that's not how it works.
You know what? I was just trying to protect Jessica, to do what I thought was best for Jessica. We just got her back. She was getting her life back together. I didn't want to lose her again. I didn't want her to lose Bree. And Marcy and Star, they seemed like they had moved on, sort of. So I just was trying to do the right thing for Jessica. You have no idea how responsible I feel for all of them.
You said this Kyle Lewis, he was blackmailing you?
Yes, he ran the tests, then he figured out who we were. Then he wanted $100,000 to keep quiet about it.
Yeah, then we found out that Marcy and Star were going to have the baby exhumed because they wanted to know how and why she died. So we decided we were going to tell you in the morning. And then we found out that someone kidnapped Chloe. I can't stand the thought of what this is going to do to Jessica.
I know. Dad, you understand why we couldn't tell her now, right?
Well, I understand that this was the secret that was weighing so heavily on you. And no one understands better than me that sometimes we do the wrong things for the right reasons.
What would have been the right thing to do? Yeah, to tell Jessica as soon as we knew it.
Look, nobody is judging you, son, right or wrong. You were trying to protect Natalie's sister.
And now Jessica's in the hospital losing it because she thinks that her child's been kidnapped. So what is she going to do when she finds out that her baby's dead?